Wonderfully played. Time for the second shot into the first. Yeah, that one will play. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
He finds himself currently tied for 12th.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Well, that's a handy shot. The second hole at TPC Deer Run, Rich, really gettable for the players.
Most players will go for this green into Luke. Knock it on. Can easily make birdie, maybe an eagle. Get a little careless, missing to the left or the right from the green. Pars and bogeys are had as well.
Go on. Close.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in two.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it. Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Well, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And now over to Tony Finau. Oh, what a touch of class. Holes it from the sand. Let's take a look at the current standings. This one's a par 3.
Par 3, 183 yards up the hill. Blind tee shot. The big miss here is short right in that deep bunker. Should you find that bunker, you're also going to find yourself making bogey or worse. Anywhere on the green is a good shot.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Get in.
Help your scorecard. Well hold. Why not take another look at that effort?
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually...
Oh, my. How about that for a par?
Oh, this one out of a smelly spot on the golf course, but no bother for this player.
Teeing off here at the 4th.
Par 4, 448 yards, sweeping dogleg left to right, big tree in the middle, missed that, and you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
setting up from about 130 yards out.
Going with the 8-iron here. Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. And this putt to move them into a tie for second.
rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Now, that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert.
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? TPC Deer Run, Rich, is full of forced carries, and the fifth is no different.
I love the second shot. Should you find the fairway, you have a very simple shot down the hill where you can see the entirety of the green. You will go flag hunting with your second at the fifth.
Needs this to kick a bit left. Yeah, that was a safe play. A good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under.
This is their look at birdie.
Oh.
Ooh, right by the hole. It's just about 3 feet away. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Ooh. We could see the focus on their face when they were standing over it. Excellent concentration. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Time to tee off at the 6th.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, make your birdie.
Nicely done. Henny, what's the player facing here?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Man.
Yikes!
Ah!
Well, at least they'll get some style points for that one. Setting up from the first cut here in the green. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? He has this putt to save his par. And there it is. Just 2 shots back after that hole. We have a par 3 on this one.
Par 3 down the hill. It seemingly plays short, but I can promise you it doesn't.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
That was a gallant attempt. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Oh,
Oh.
so close. And this one will be for bogey. And now over to Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. We have a par 4 on this one.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
Good shot there, Beamer. Sitting at 2 under in a share of 7th. Great looking shot, this.
Oof.
That should set up another chance. And this putt is to move into the top 5.
This is on a great line.
Oh, Gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Easy par, that.
Lydia Ko is currently in the lead as we check the rest of the standings.
Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4.
Yep, that shot's safely on the green. 14 feet to the cup. Oh, just missed.
A par putt on the table. That gets the job done. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back 9, what are your thoughts so far?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Second shot here on the 10th hole. It's heading to the rough for mine. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
This is their 5th shot. Let's return to live play now.
Always a tough shot to get out of.
He's gonna need a digging truck, maybe? I don't think a sand wedge is good enough to get this out.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. This putt will move them to 3 under par.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
It's got a chance.
Get
That's
it.
good grit there.
And that'll put a little pep in your step, up and down from the bunker, in for the birdie. Good job.
Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Par 4, 428-yard tree line hole. Difficult driving hole all the way around, but should you find the fairway, the second shot on a little plateau just above the fairway is very basic.
And now over to Tony Finau.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got, I'd say a solid 145 here.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. This is some ball striking. Hitting greens in regulation, it's a thing of beauty.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Just didn't drop.
A par putt awaits.
That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one.
Par 3 plays 208 yards from the back. In saying that, this is a good birdie opportunity as the green is massive in size.
Setting up miles from the hole. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread.
A little too cautious on that effort there, Luke.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next.
And now at 3 under overall. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Par 4, back up the hill, 418 yards, the widest fairway on the golf course. Avoid all those bunkers. Second shot up the hill to a narrow green that slopes off on both sides.
Playing from 110
Wow.
yards out. 3 shots off the lead.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Ouch, that hurts.
Job done. Let's head to the next. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
Par 4, 357 yards. Almost every player in the field will be giving it a whirl. Knock it on, and you could be rewarded with an eagle, too.
They're in the bunker, looking for an up and down here.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And here we are with the third shot. Just 3 back from the leader.
That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
The finish at TPC Deer Run is full of birdie opportunities and some low scoring to be had, Rich. This 14th hole is certainly part of that lineup.
Par 4, 456 in length from the back tee. Must find the fairway off the tee shot to have any hope of finding the green in 2. Large trees line the right and left-hand side of the fairway.
Oh, come on, sit.
Get close.
Ow! Well, if it's any consolation, you get some high style points for that one.
Sitting at 3 under par. Currently tied for 9th.
Ooh, that almost went down. And the putt drops, now at 3 under, heading down the stretch.
And some kind of fast finish required if they want to win this thing.
Opting for the 9-iron. This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Good-looking putt.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Players looking for a fast finish on the par 5, 550 yards. Second shot does play up the hill, but there's plenty of room to miss your second shot around this green. Must make birdie for the players in the field.
Second shot here on the 17th hole. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
This putt for inside the top 5 on the leaderboard. Ooh. And this putt to move into a tie for second. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day.
Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. If you want to win at TPC Deer Run, you've got to successfully navigate this challenging final hole.
Hard to describe the difficulty of this tee shot unless you've actually been here. Par 4, 463 yards. Missed the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, and you've got a clear shot to a very narrow green surrounded by water on the left-hand side.
Lining up from around 160 yards. He's 2 shots back. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. And this putt is for a final score of 65. And with that, that closes out this event for this player. Rich, they came out like they were fired out of a rocket, but in the end, they came up short. What a shame.
Luke, this player, unbelievable hot start, but how do you keep it going? It's nearly impossible. It's unfortunate to see, but listen, it happens, and it happens to the best of them. No shame in that.
On behalf of Rich Beem and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. "2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Genesis Scottish Open is about to kick off. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Thanks, Luke. Hi, Rich. Yeah, there will be fireworks out there today, let me tell you. These two players have been going back and forth at each other on social media. They have something to prove out on this golf course today.
Well, the only thing that really goes against Xander Schauffele is he doesn't win as often as he should. But every attribute in his game is just exceptional. You're talking about one of the best players out on tour. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Was on a good line. And that should secure the par on this one. And as we head to the second, Rich, the players heading back towards the first tee.
Strong par 4 here, just under 500 yards. There's a bunker down the left-hand side you must avoid if you want a clear opening for your second shot. Narrow fairway up there. A good tee shot's a must.
Going with the 7. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet. A little birdie look in here.
No.
Okay, steady now. Well hold. Let's move on. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. As we head to the third hole, Rich, one of the very good scoring opportunities here at the Renaissance Club.
Yes, Luke, just about 600 yards or so. Players must hit it out to the left-hand side with their tee shots. Anything right is going to go into a huge cluster of trees where they're going to have all kinds of problems.
Rich, I know you've got terrific history in Europe. You've spent plenty of time over here. You've been revered by the European Tour. You broadcast to a European audience. How special is it for you to be here at the Scottish Open this week?
I absolutely love being back at the Scottish Open, Luke. not only because of the venue, because of the fans in the game. They're so knowledgeable. You hit a shot to 30 feet, and you hear all sorts of people hooting and hollering because they know how good of a shot that was. I mean, you had a bad angle coming out of a rough fly, whatever it is. I just love it coming back here because it seems like they have a interest, a knowledge, and a passion for the game, unlike almost any fans around the world. I think that being in Scotland, playing over here, and having to use your imagination, hitting all the shots that are required to play well over in Scotland is imperative. And I think this is why Americans love to come over here, because it's a completely different kind of golf than what they're used to back in the U.S.
Attaboy, good shot. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
And from about 105 yards.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
He seems to have all the wind in his sails and maximum confidence out today against Xander Schauffele. I think Xander didn't really know what he was getting himself in for after that shot.
Okay, time to return to the action. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it. Looking for another birdie here.
That was a gallant attempt. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. The fifth hole, Reg, a really good risk-reward short 4.
Most players, Luke, should go for this short par 4, but watch out for the green because this green has got all kinds of danger on it. Twists, turns, bobs, weaves, ducks, it's got it all.
"13 feet to the hole." Tracking.
Go on. Yes!
And down it goes. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. He's currently tied for 5th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
And the first of our short holes here at the Renaissance Club, Rich, is the par 3 6th.
Ooh, this is a nasty little par 3 dotted by some pot bunkers on the front part of it. A big one over there on the right-hand side. Club selection is imperative.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Woo, back there, horsey. Oh, absolutely flushed. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Good opportunity here to move into a tie for 3rd. That'll sting a bit.
It's a lot slower going up the hill than what this player read.
Oh, that's a clutch par. Currently a couple under for the round. And the 7th on the card, Rich, our second of the opening 9 par 5s.
Yeah, look, a fairly generous driving area. There's just a couple of bunkers you have to worry about. However, you find the fairway. Now your chances of making birdie or better increase significantly.
Oh my God.
Getting yet another green here in regulation.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
An eagle putt awaits. Wonderful shot. To the top 5 he goes. Currently at -4 overall.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And Rich, as we face the 8th hole, what kind of decisions do the players face off the tee?
Well, most players aren't able to carry those fairway bunkers basically right in the middle of the fairway, so they have to lay up with a 3-wood or less, find the fairway that cambers pretty significantly from left to right.
Still a chance to attack this hole from the first cut. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
No, did that.
Maybe needed a better club from the caddy. It's a bit strong, this. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently tied for the lead. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This is a 20-footer.
This is what they have left for a par.
Get in.
Get in!
Well, that'll play. Checking the standings now, and they're currently tied for first with multiple major champion Colin Morikawa. The 9th is a strong par 3 reach, one of the longer ones.
It is. There's some bunkers on the right-hand side that you absolutely must avoid. If you miss it on the left-hand side, however, you've got to pitch uphill to a green that will slope away from you. A par here is a really good score.
A chance to move to 5 under par. Oh, so close. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This one will run uphill.
Hey, nice looking line. Good putt that. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Here's Xander Schauffele. Yes!
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
And as we make the turn here, Rich, our player tied for the lead.
Well, this is what you practice for, isn't it? You want to be in the lead, up near the lead, going into the final 9 holes of an event to see if you can win it. Let's see how well they've practiced and if it can pay off.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Now 4 under par. They currently share the lead in this one. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Playing their 5th shot. Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
This is, oh yeah.
This putt coming up is for birdie. Oh, that's a ripper. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And a quick glimpse at the leaderboard now. And this player holds the lead, with Brooke Henderson trailing in 2nd place. Time for the 2nd shot at the 11th. Opting for the 5-iron. Playing within their comfort zone there. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
go in.
Fucking hell.
Sensational putt, that one. A big play at the right time, and their rival is now shaking in their boots. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Leading by a couple after that hole. The 12th, Rich, par 3, just over 200 yards on the card.
You back uphill just a little bit. What really makes this hole difficult, Luke, though, is when the wind is coming directly in the player's face. When that happens, ooh, watch out. This hole is a doozy. Needs a little ground help to the left.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Birdied their last hole.
Putting for birdie. Ooh, right by the hole. Let's get back to it, shall we? 19 feet to the hole.
This is their look at birdie.
Just didn't drop. 7 feet to the cup. Oh, what a stroke. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Another beautiful hole, Ridge. This one right along the coast, the 13th.
Oh, this is breathtaking off the tee, isn't it? But don't let the views suck you in. Even though it's a wide fairway, you got to hit it down the right-hand side as this fairway pitches significantly from right to left. Find the fairway and happy days.
No.
Unable to find the green on this one.
And coming up well short.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Oh, nice looking putt. That will work. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. It's time for a one-shotter. Not bad. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Birdies are good. Harness them. Block the bogeys. They're bad. Oh, I like that. Opting for a bit of shape with the ball flight. This putt to get to 7 under the card. This has eyes for the hole. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. Playing from around 150 yards here. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Choosing the 9-iron here. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Xander Schauffele setting up his next shot. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Ouch, that hurts. Putting for a par here.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done.
Just a very narrow margin of a lead out there. Let's see if they can calm their nerves and get this done.
Just a few holes remaining in the round. The 16th hole, one of the last true birdie chances, Rich.
It is. Tee it high and let it fly there, Luke. Don't go down the left-hand side and find any of those bunkers. Hit it down the right-hand side, and you got to believe you're going to make, at worst, a birdie 4.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
It's tracking.
One. Yes!
And down it goes for an eagle. Our current leader is up by 3 shots.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Going with the 5-iron here. Nice shot that. That should find the surface. Not a bad shot that. Still a chance. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
That's frustrating. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Putting for bogey here. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. And as we make our way to the finishing hole here, Rich, how is this 18th at the Renaissance Club?
This is an absolute brute, Luke. Just under 500 yards, and you must find the fairway. You cannot geek it down this hole off the tee. There is danger both left and right.
Going with the 7. Should find the green. That's a lovely shot here at the 18th, and a chance for birdie at the last.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
This putt for him to win the event.
Miss. Fuck.
Okay, steady now. And now we have an opportunity to close out the Genesis. And this historic tournament has yet another champion. Congratulations to our Genesis Scottish Open winner.
And what a victory it was around this Renaissance Club here in Scotland. An impressive victory by this player.
Rich, there are some victories that stand out in your mind, and this one for me seems to be like that. That was a high-quality performance under all that duress.
They played well when the pressure was at its greatest. I have to say, getting the job done with that amount of pressure on them, it was awesome.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Royal Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Who delivers when it matters most? That's the joy of any rivalry, and this is a good one to win. That might be one club too many. Oh, stop it. What a shot. 11 feet left to the hole. Get excited. This could go in. That was a gallant attempt. And that's all she wrote.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
Well, now let's see if we can get some more insight on this week's venue. John, what have you been seeing here at Lachlan Crossing that players may want to keep their mind on this week?
Well, Luke, one thing I've been seeing is a lot of excitement in the crowd. People love when the PGA Tour comes to Scotland. And if you open your eyes, you can see why. This is a classic Scottish links layout. Giant fairways and greens. And some of these greens are shared greens, so a couple holes using the same green, which is kind of a hallmark of some of these old Scottish courses. These links fairways are rugged, to say the least. Hard to tell where some of these shots will end up after they come off the club face because of the undulation in the fairways. One other thing to be aware of is the pot bunkers. There are some really small ones out there as well, and they can be very sneaky. You never know where they might pop up. Luke, I love being in Scotland. Love breathing in that crisp Atlantic air. Can't wait to see what happens on the course this week.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Oh.
Fucking pins.
Yeah, that's cruel. That looked good and just got an unlucky break. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Well done. Currently 1 under for the event. Let's see what happens here on the 4th. Well played, mate. Needs this one to kick right. And that was a bit of a misfire. And here we are with the 3rd shot. He shares top spot. This is a par putt. I don't mind the look of this.
No.
It was on a good line. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
It's been a little up and down, but she's just 1 stroke back from her rival.
That was clinical. Beautifully played. Well, that'll move her up the leaderboard as well. Let's see what happens here at the 5th. Nicely done. That's not what they were looking for.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Go on. Get
It
it!
shows the hands of a surgeon, doesn't it?
My surgeon's hands were a little shaky. That's why I have the scar.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
One stroke behind her rival this week.
Oh, what a wonderful bunker shot. Here we are at Lachlan Cross in the 6th hole. It's one of those par 5s that just feels like it's a tad too far to reach into.
It is, especially when it's going into the prevailing wind, which is how this hole was designed. Go ahead and just bail out to the right. Avoid those bunkers completely. Then you can go ahead and lay up once again out to the right-hand side. Don't challenge the bunkers. It's not worth it. Not unless you know for a fact you can get on in 2. From there, you're going to have a nice, simple pitch shot from, oh, I don't know, 80, 90, 100 yards to a green. Fairly undulating, but still just begging.
Stay on, stay
begging
on.
to be birdied.
Sitting at 1 under the card in a share of the lead. Nice recovery there.
Judging it beautifully.
And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. This hole is a par 3. And choosing the 8-iron here.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
A quality shot, that. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's return to live play now. A chance to get to 3 under with this putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Nice
Get
one.
in.
4th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Currently in 1st position. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. From about 100 yards. He leads the field by a stroke. Is that what they had in mind?
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Here's Lexi Thompson. Oh, almost went in. And back to the course with the live action.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Go on.
Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Teeing off here at the 9th hole. That's nicely done. A good look at a birdie here.
That starts off on a good line.
And that's for birdie. Well holed. And that will take him to 4 under. Teeing off now on the 10th hole. This player's got some lovely momentum coming off a birdie at the last. Oh, well done. Taking aim from about 220 yards out. Currently in the lead by a shot. Going with the hybrid.
Nicely done.
Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Oh,
right by the hole. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Ooh. Just 3 feet to the cup. That one goes down for bogey. The 11th hole at Lachlan Crossing is a strong par 4, 470 plus yards from the back tees, and there's plenty to contend with, Rich.
Luke, just that one menacing bunker right in the middle of the fairway that's going to drive you crazy as a player. However, you miss it. Now you get a second shot with, funny enough, no bunkers on the green. It's got a lot of undulation to it, especially on the front right part of it, so you can't afford to miss it there. Anything missing out to the left, though, just fine, my friend.
No.
Hope it gets a good kick to the left. That was a bit of a miscue. Getting ready to play their third. He's currently tied for the lead. How close was that to going down? And he needs this to save par.
Putt is underway.
No.
That wasn't your best effort, was it? And the putt drops, but that's back-to-back bogeys now.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Wow, what a save.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Trying to shake off the bogey on the last hole as they step onto this tee. Second shot here on the 12th. High pressure moment here. This for a share of the lead. Nice line. And he'll be proud of that one. Good way to bounce back from the bogey at the last. And that will take him to 3 under. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And after that hole, this player is currently tied at the top of the leaderboard alongside the ever-present Colin Morikawa. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Second shot here on their 13th hole. Sometimes you hit some good ones, sometimes you hit some bad ones. And here we are with their 4th. He shares the lead. Ooh, that almost went down. An opportunity to make their par.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Midway through the closing 9 here at Lachlan Crossing. This 14th hole is a par 4 over 450 yards.
Once again, Luke, just another gem of a hole. Massive bunker out there in the center of the fairway. But for most players, it's not going to come into play. Anything down just the right-hand side of this fairway is ideally placed. The second shot, you got to clear, I don't know, a lot of beach there to a green that's probably got more undulation than any other one on this golf course. A massive green, lots of opportunities to do good, but also a lot of opportunities to do some bad.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Oh, so close. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Steps up to a putt of about 15 feet in distance.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
It's on a great line. Just didn't drop. Par putt coming up here. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. He's currently tied for first. Next up is this two-shot hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Well, that was a boss move off that tee. Found the green in one shot. An eagle chance coming up.
Oh, how about that shot? Taking out the big stick and going ahead and knocking her on. Love it.
And back to the play, shall we? Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. Looking really good this one. Oh, well played.
One ahead with 4 to go. Can they settle their nerves?
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Go on, get
down.
close, get close. No!
Flag sticks are evil and should be banished from the game.
This would be a great up and down. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Currently -5. Outright first here. Didn't that look good for a long time? This one for bogey. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Teeing off here on the 17th hole. That's some good golf right there. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 195 yards. Launched that one into space. Wow.
And tidy looking shot, that one. Good shot there. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
That's frustrating. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second. Well, what a lovely position to be in, holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Oh, that was pummeled. Great drive.
Oh.
Taking aim from about 170 yards. He leads the field by a stroke. Going with the 8-iron here.
Go on.
This
close.
one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Go. Go.
Oh,
Oh.
was so close to going in. And this putt for the tournament. And that'll do it. Pulls it for the win.
Having to build another basement, Luke. He's racking up the hardware.
And it's worth taking another look at that one. Well, they came, they saw, and they conquered. They took down a fierce rival, and that's a victory they should be proud of, Henny.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.